Welcome to episode 56 of the Youth Squad Legends series with Chesterfield. Apparently, we need to have a very serious conversation with Posh Cutsy, so that's our first port of call. Hello there, Posh Cutsy here. How are you doing? I'm doing terribly. Because I've been slightly worried at the debt that the club is accumulating, I wanted to add £35,000 myself so we could get back into the black, but for some reason, that glitched the game and made the club £4 billion in debt. What have you done, Cutsy? This is not a scenario. Please fix it as soon as possible, or else you will be fired. Toodles! Yeah, no, that's totally fair. In theory, our finances will sort themselves out by January once we get into the winter transfer window. Dokok Chung is going to get moved on, so our budget should be back in the positive. Why it's in the negative in the first place, I don't know. I'm a bit worried, a bit concerned. And like Posh Cutsy's just said, I tried to tweak it so our current budget would be £0 or £1. That instead changed it to minus 4 billion. So probably the smart thing to do in this situation is leave it at minus 35 grand and hopefully it sorts itself out. If it doesn't, I'm out of a job. And quite rightly, to be honest, sinking Posh Cutsy's precious club into a big, deep hole. We've won another Youth Academy tournament. Hooray! Like I said last episode, should not be surprising with the talent that we've got in this squad. All the matches in full on Cutsy Extra if you want to watch them. It'll also be in the pinned comment to this video. I'm suggesting you not watch it because it was dead boring. However, the opening goal of the final was something spectacular that you have to witness. Oof, what a goal. In terms of individual performances, I was actually really impressed with Roddy Horgan, the centre-back, the Irish centre-back, standing at 6'3". Honestly, even though his stats don't suggest it, feels more like a centre-mid. And shout-outs to Purple Patch, Purple Heart. I know he's a meme in the series, but without his saves in the Youth Academy tournament, we probably go out in the quarterfinals. The comment section read will focus on two comments in particular. Firstly, Silas Woo 9064 tells us to keep an eye on that mustache lad. He scored a hat-trick against Bournemouth just before your first game. I would totally do that, but unfortunately Jason Callow Mustache is a Patreon Wonderkid, and the rules state that we can't sign these players up. The other comment is about sharing Pem, and for me it's very valid indeed. The disrespect to Pem is a joke. Should be a starter week in, week out, clinical finisher. That was absolutely the plan. If Kjartansson failed to deliver somewhere along the line, Pem would be next up. However, there was a previous comment just before the last episode that I read, can't find it at the moment, but it talks about how effective sharing Pem is as a super sub. And I was reading it, nodding my head, realising that Pem as a super sub is very special, and he seems to always deliver them big moments when he has that freshness at the end of the game, blasting past centre-backs. Now, I will give Pem an opportunity to be the first team striker, but I think we would be losing something that we know is guaranteed to work. And in a team like this, currently 17th in the league, you just need things to work. Maybe like further on down the line when all the players have developed into really good Premier League quality standard, we can review that to push Sharing Pem as the first team striker. But at this very moment, it's all about farming as many goals as possible. And if Babayan or the other lad can do us a job for 60 minutes just simply by battering the centre-backs, tiring them out and letting Pem do the job at the end of the game, I am all for that. Now, we shall see through this episode if it's a tactic that we can actually trust and run through this season. Here's your opponent analysis for 6th place Fulham. They play in a 4-2-3-1 wide, obviously having a good start to the season, even though the team doesn't look strong on paper. Tactical preset of kick and rush. Now, in this first game, we'll have Sebatari leading the line. I am still very interested to see how he develops, but naturally, Babayan looks like the step above the evolution to Kjartansson. That's probably the route that we're going to take. It's Chesterfield against Fulham. Even though he wasn't on the opponent analysis, Jason Callow Moustache is starting for Fulham. Very lethal striker that we've got to keep an eye on. It's Jam with the feet, sending it wide here to Smeaton. Cross comes in, Sebatari, no connection. But think about the fluidity, lads. Good sandwich in there by Sepp and Killen. Moustache chasing down Andrew Sorriman. Rivera just inside, can't play the pass. Passing's been a little bit shoddy by the home side. We've got Smith Rowe going for goal. Too central for Hanford, who just pushes away. Selected raw kill and good head out, lad. Short corner kick now for Fulham as they try and find the way into the box, but it'll be Smeaton to take away. Sebatari just in front of him, and Jam also in this attack. This might be breakthrough here for Chesterfield. It's Jam, not with the greatest first touch. It'd feel like a bit of a freebie, that. Yes, Killen with the marking job. Hanford out early. Might not have worked out for Enos early doors, but you feel like he's one touch away from unlocking. That might be Rivera to hit it from long range. What a baller! Todoro Rivera, 1-0 Chesterfield. Give us that on the replay. Enos Jam wiped out Rivera. Doesn't think to argue with the referee, just gives it a right old whack. Yellow card for the lad who slid into Jam, and thankfully we've got no injuries. What a signing in midfield. Not only for him, but he just feels like he's unlocked Smeaton as well. It's like a double signing, whilst also giving way more protection to the centre-backs, providing more balance. That's a wonderful pass. Will be a one-on-one chance. Good save! Alfie Hanford to the rescue. Ruocco finds the ball to Smeaton. Can Sebatari win the head? I don't think he does. But Jam, using that core strength, keeps the possession here for Chesterfield and then pops it off to Smeaton. Chest control, nearly flicks it over the 3. It's a buttery smooth attacking flow. Rowley Sepp applies the pressure. Another great save by Alfie Hanford. Rivera's going to be in the right position again. Just heads it on to Jam, who's having a terrible game, to be honest. Knowing the lad's skill set, it only takes Jam one moment of sheer brilliance to explode into life. Oh my word! Alfie Hanford's having an inspired game, makes another save. Need to make our substitutions soon. Shot comes in wide of the mark. Gives us an opportunity to put Pem up front. Rivera's got a slight injury concern. We might actually roll the dice on that and see if he recovers on the field. Sorriman goes off for Sombat Yongan, and that's us set for the last 25 minutes. Fulham have taken off Moustache. Terrible decision. Made a ton of chances today. They just haven't been able to take them because of one incredible goalkeeper. It's Pem! Oh, that would have been some introduction to the game. Fitness-wise, Christy Mary's really struggling to cover ground. Alfie Hanford, just one of them games where he refuses to get beat as Fulham continue to knock at the door. It's another Alfie Hanford save, and he's there to punch it away. Ruocco heads to Smeaton. Rivera still hobbling around with the slight injury. Raw Killen falls over. Jam with the important footing. I would cry if this is a broken toe for Rivera after the start that he's made for Chesterfield, of the balance that he's provided to the team. It's Jam. Oh, a night to forget for Jam. 2 added minutes are nearly up. Chesterfield finding a way to win in the Premier League. Somehow, it's luck, it's magic, it's blind faith in these players. Look at the state of these stats. We are 5 shots to their 17. Alfie Hanford almost got a 10 in the net. 9.8 rating. 13 saves. 13 saves! Bro, we could have been Derby County in that 2008 season and still won that game. So we got the news that Rivera is injured. It just depends on how long. Sprained knee's going to be out for 4 weeks. So what do we do now? Is there anybody in this first team that might have that level of composure in the locker? I'm looking at Caleb Anderson. We could also run Errol Banks for a month and drop Smeaton back into his centre mid spot. There is the wild card here of Roddy Horgan. If we go and promote this lad and play him at centre mid and he has any kind of impact similar to Rivera, we're still cooking. Zach Bowers is another one that I think might be able to do a job, especially at 6'5". The anticipate play style as well, you've got to expect him to be able to protect the back line. I think I'm going to give this a shot with Caleb Anderson first. Opponent analysis here for 5th place, Aston Villa. They look like a sound team and they've won all of their last 5 matches. They might have got rid of Ollie Watkins, but it's fine because they have Watkins on the bench. Tactical preset, Swiss-style football. This is going to be in the rain as well. Seems like a very difficult game here. Any sort of points will be a minor miracle. Going to be quite the task for Caleb Anderson to provide the same balance as we've had in the recent matches. I just don't think he's going to be up for it. Not because he's a bad player. I think Rivera is just very special. Gashi, hello. Already we're struggling to keep possession. This is looking a bit rough. Well, Jam had quite an unnaturally poor game, so if he can, pull his finger out today and provide us with a spark of brilliance, that would be well appreciated. We're trying to open it on the edge of the box for him. Here's Caleb Anderson. Oh, come on now, mate. Already it looks like Villa are trying to pick us off. That ball might slow down in the rain. Alfie Hanford committed. It'll be Jared Bowen who's changed the claret and blue of West Ham for Aston Villa, opening the scoring. This might be a long old 4 weeks. Are we going to concede again? Canate's making a mess of this defence. Smeaton into Jam. He might be lining up something big. Tries to fizz it down on the wet surface. Killen down, now Enos Jam down as Aston Villa get a bit dirty. Yellow cards brandished, Amadou Onana in the book. A potential sending off might open this game up for us. Jam's twinkle toes are providing a level of frustration and the strength as well. A step over. And Emi Martinez at full stretch. Second half begins. Pen might be on a little bit earlier tonight. It's Ruoko blazing through the middle of the field, just like the old days, lad. Babayan! Not bad corner kick. 52 minutes gone. That might be Pem's calling. Everything's going through Jam at the moment. Still no sending off. Oh! That'll be a yellow card. We might be underpowered, but Chesterfield giving this a go. Another great display by Gashi at the back. Oh, there you go. Jam's baited out Hakimi. That'll be another yellow card. All it needs is for one of these clowns to get sent off. With Rivera, this might have been 0-0 at this point. Oh, yes, Gashi. What a player. The boys have given it everything. Little bit on the feet, Raw Killen just smashes into the forward. Referee okay with that challenge somehow. Anderson picks out Pem, but he can't turn in time. We might be running out of time here, lads. Oh, through ball, it's Jam! Oh, it's bounced off him! What a lucky turn of events that is for Chesterfield. 4 minutes to potentially find a winner. Emi Martinez has been fantastic in this game. Jam goes and covers up his crotch after it hits him, as he literally just scored with his plums. Latortu interception. I did say that any single point would be a minor miracle. We've got a point. Fantastic by Chesterfield. I will take that all day. Chesterfield now in 16th place. Let's have a look at the table in more detail, because we really want to see the points total. 15 points. We're aiming for 40 this season. As soon as we've got 40, I think it'll be safe to simulate the rest of the season. It's all about safety after all. Then what we might do, because it is like the middle of July and FC 26 is around the corner, there might be a season, 2 seasons interval where we're just simulating and growing the players in the Premier League until we make that final push. I don't know. I've not really planned it out. I'm just giving you the heads up that that might be the case. Oh my goodness. The next fixture's in 2 days and it's at home against Tottenham. That's absolutely appalling. Spurs are in a 4-2-3-1 wide in this opponent analysis. 86 attack, 81 midfield, 81 defence. It's a pressing system. Bit different. If we didn't miss Rivera in that last match, boy, we're going to miss him now. now. With Babayan tired, Pem will start. Lim Soccer is another inclusion. Chris Bancroft coming in for the tired raw killing. Early signs looking promising with Bledy Shabba in that role. Yeah, okay, he might not be as defensively secure, but his passing range certainly can't be questioned. Maybe the tactic over the next few weeks is to border up the windows, hunker down, and exploit chances like this. It's Latortu who's... The pace difference is insane! Latortu and now Pem fighting for the ball. Somehow, Tottenham still have this ball. Stop it! Oh, that's not a foul. We've talked about doubting our ways to wins. I mean, it's just how it's gonna be. We got out for a few seconds, but it's back to defending. Big by Rolly Sepp if it's not a penalty. Good referee. Looked definitely like a penalty in my eyes. Rubber the green. Go on, Shering Pem against Kalulu. Finish. Oh, off balance. How is Rolly Sepp getting a yellow card? Wait. Was that actually a foul? Cunha's livid. Angerbat!
FC25 is a flawless game that cannot be critiqued in any way, shape or form.
Welcome to Yuko Ike's Haiku Chronicles with your host, Yuko Ike.
Found a game called Date Everything. It lets me household items. If he's getting a yellow card for that, why is it not a penalty? Over the top, oh my goodness, he's onside. Pem goes for a chipped header of all things. Now, ages back, the referee gave a penalty to my opponents in another Youth Squad Legends series when the challenge was not in the box. I'm telling you, that's just as bad. Karma, mate. We are proper out in this. What a ball! Pem! Oh, great save one-on-one. Chesterfield stringing a couple of passes together. It's Jam! Oh, no! I'm getting a little bit too fancy with them finishers. Mark it in the diaries, lads. This is a bad Jam episode at the moment. I do want to make him take that statement a bit personally. Cunha battling against Bancroft, this time getting the better of him and our goalie. It's 1-0 Spurs. The outing was effective, but then we couldn't put the ball in the back of the net. At the moment, I do believe that Bancroft and Seth are our weakest centre-backs. On the bench, we don't have Gashi. We've got a tired Raw Killen who might come on because Sepp is booked somehow. Sebatari and Reachol bomb on the bench if Pem runs out of gas. I do think we are missing a trick when he's not super sub. The speed of Kamal Silva might be something that we can use second half. This is Tottenham's 7th corner kick in the match. We've had none up to this point. And even if we had some, we probably wouldn't score from them. Pem's onside. He just stayed in his half. Jam there in the centre. He skips over the challenge. But Jam wasn't anticipating it. This episode is the first episode where he's felt like a normal human being. Oh, Trivella by James Maddison. That's a bit tasty. Could have been an entirely different game if Jam just managed to creep that shot into the front post. Please run, Kamal Silva. The whole idea of you being on this pitch for the second half was to do this. Stretch out the game, can't find a pass inside, and then give away the goal kick. Tottenham's 8th corner kick. For some reason, it changed the selection defensively from Killen to Latortu. I appreciate that a lot. Banks with the ball, and I tell you what, that is a bit nasty on the far side. A tackle behind the man. A red card potentially on its way. And with a little bit left in this game, is that the lifeline Chesterfield needed? Here's Tottenham's 9th corner kick, almost getting into double figures. It's 3-0 to the away side. Down to 10 men and still scoring. We've just been utterly rinsed. It might be too much to expect Jam to be Superman every single game, but that's kind of what is happening in this series because he's been so consistent. Seeing him bog standard like that is just really strange. Waiting desperately for the news that Rivera can play again, but it's not going to be this episode. West Ham currently mid-table 10th place. The 4-2-3-1 wide here. But you look at their team, attack 86, midfield 85, defense slightly on the lower side at 78. It looks like a very decent team kick and rush. Let's go. I'm taking the decision to revert to our old midfield style. Yes, it's not as effective, but it probably means that we get our best midfielders that we can possibly have on the pitch at the start of the game. Time to pop these bubbles, pop the atmosphere at the London Stadium. Don't ask me where I'm getting the confidence from, but I feel like we might actually win this game, possibly due to West Ham's poor defence or the fact that they're not really pressing Jam at the moment. You've got to be pretty dense in the cranium to look at this physical specimen and say, yeah, he doesn't need any special marking instructions. Let my man Jam cook. But that actually sounds repulsive. It's Ruocco into Jam. Quick one to Babian. Opens up the space. Bosh! Za! Amazen! Enosa! Manjam! Superman returns, boyos! Oh, we've even got bubbles in the second half, guys. What a waste of washing up liquid this is. The Hammers continue to disrespect Jam with the space that they're allowing him to play in. It's only a matter of time until we punish them further. There's so much control in this midfield. The manager needs to sort it out. Not willing to put the ball out of play. It hasn't been out of play for about 20 minutes. Pem is screaming to get on this field. You'd be a fool to think we'd have an entire episode of Bad Enos. He has awoken. What an effort! Centre-backs Killen and Gashi being colossal, but we still need that look on our side, riding with us. Everybody's dead on the feet with the effort that we've put into this game. Pretty immobile. Hanford comes up with the goods, and his boys show him the appreciation, the admiration he deserves. We just need to go and defend this corner. And we might not have done it. Oh, it's Pem on the line! Now then, super sub. It's not exactly what you're in the team for, but every little thing counts. The game's still not over. Please, referee, blow your damn whistle. Oh, Alfie Hanford, you absolute beauty. Full time! The keeper has had a bloody barnstormer exactly when we needed it. West Ham with far fewer shots than what we saw against Fulham at the start of this episode, but the saves at the end so critical. We end this episode 15th place, 18 points. Sadly, only 2 points ahead of the relegation zone. That has taken the wind slightly out the sails. I thought we did fabulous this episode. There's still a lot more work to be done. This has been Cutsy. Thank you ever so much for watching this episode of Youth Squad Legends. If you've enjoyed it, then please give the video a like. If you're not subscribed around here yet, then press the red box down below and hit the bell icon for mobile notifications. A big thanks to everybody supporting me financially over on Patreon. You can too, with the link down in the description box. Cheers to all of you watching this episode in, episode out. Already looking forward to Rivera's return. Take care. See you next time. Bye-bye.